Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career with Cadillac here on the PC. Tonight it's round 11. We are heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. And it's a sprint weekend. We have double racing tonight, sprint and main race, and we have changing weather as well. As you can see, it's going to be pretty wet on the Friday, a little bit less so on the Saturday, and then looks like it could be quite cool on race day, but dry. So tyres could potentially be very tricky to keep heat in. Don't know how the tyres will react to the circuit with this new tyre mod, let alone with a temperature that's only 14 degrees. That is very cool. So yeah, could be a strange one. I think it's going to be a two-stop race. I just don't think we can make the one-stop work. I think the hard tyres, even the wear, if the wear rate is good, I think temperature is going to be a problem for them. We'd have to push them a little bit. I don't think we could get away with just, medium to hard. So I think the hards would probably wear to a duration more like a set of mediums. And that will make things a little more interesting, I think. Evening Dino, evening Victor, good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else who's lurking in the chat as well. Let's get ready, shall we? We are on race weekend day, so we can go straight to Silverstone. Before we do that, just want to quickly double check how the cars are looking. We've got no spare underfloors, no spare suspensions. We are making one of each as a spare. Performance wise, car is as bad as it always is. We're going to try less optimistic targets with the sponsors tonight, because the last two races we have struggled for pace, really struggled, and this is a very quick circuit, so I don't rate my chances here at all. What's slightly disappointing is that our side pod won't actually come out of development until we're actually at Silverstone, so we're going to lose a couple of days before we can start to build those new side pods. But apart from that, it's not too bad. As you can see, we've also got a new underfloor being developed as well. Got a couple of research projects going through. This is our big front wing project. We still need to do a big rear wing and a big suspension project. We've done a big underfloor project, and then we'll continue to try and trickle out small updates to the car where we can, and small research updates for the chassis and the side pods. But yeah, we're focusing very heavily on next year's designs to try and maybe steal a little bit of momentum at the start of the season on a couple of the teams that are around us. I don't think we're going to be in a position to challenge for podiums for a good couple of seasons yet, I think. Let's take a quick look at our staffing situation. We've got 2 years left on the contracts for both Mark and Javi. It's 1 year remaining for Valtteri and Checo. So they're both contracted for next season, but we do need to start thinking about long term. One of them is going to disappear, and I don't know which one I want to go with. They're both the same age. Valtteri has a slightly better rating at the moment, but I think that's mainly because he's getting a +1 boost to all of his stats at the moment. If we do a direct comparison, you can see that by and large Checo is actually looking to be a slightly better driver in some of the more key areas. But Valtteri's got a very good accuracy stat, which is definitely helping. They are finely balanced in terms of initial pace stats, cornering and braking. Better control for Valtteri, slightly better control smoothness for Checo, better adaptability for Valtteri. That's definitely something we need to do. to bear in mind. Better overtaking stat for Checo, which seems a bit weird, but I would have thought Valtteri would be a little higher than he is. Equal in defense, pretty equal in reactions, and again, that accuracy jump makes it an interesting decision that we have to make. Actually, looking at this as well, the development rate is low, but it's very low for Checo, so Valtteri might have a little bit more in the tank compared to Checo. Maybe sticking with Valtteri and promoting one of our reserves into the second seat is the way to go when Perez's contract ends. Price-wise, very, very similar. 12 and a half. You know, Valtteri's slightly more expensive, but they're essentially on the same wage. So that's not an issue. And then we've got our two reserves, neither really ready to get onto the grid yet. Jack is quite a young lad. If we compare him, if we can, it won't let me actually, unless I go to Logan first. And then I can now change. Why won't it show me? That's annoying. Can only compare against the existing drivers. All right, well, let's compare him to Checo. So you can see he's down 5 points in cornering and braking, down 4 points in control, down 6 points in smoothness. Same adaptability rating, but down a lot in overtaking and defending, down 3 points in reactions, only down a point in accuracy. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever actually see Logan Sargent back on the grid. But we'll see. We'll see how he does. Evening Wayne, evening Cats. How do you create a custom driver career in mid-career? Not sure what you mean by that. Evening Wayne. So overtaking maybe lower, as there are some races for Merc where he would just sit in traffic. Yeah. Maybe. Alright, we're going to set our targets. We're going to go 20th for both drivers tonight. I just don't think we can risk 18th or, you know, for both. And we might get one of our cars into 18th, but I have no idea which one would make it. So rather than gambling and losing, it's better to just play it safe, I think.
To the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form, as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
Let's get this underway.
I'm already a little suspicious because the frame rate looked actually quite good there in that cutscene. So let me check. No, it's still switched off. Okay, that's good. Long may the smooth frames continue. It's back to 25, 26 here. So we're looking at just 0.95 mil. So rain's going to get worse at some point today. Do I want to run the rookies? Normally I would say yes, but this is the first time we've actually got a sprint here at Silverstone, so the answer is definitely going to be a no on that one. Let's think, though, about what we want to do setup-wise. Do I want to gamble with the same setup, or do I want to gamble with differing setups? Because, again, we've only got this one session. Now, in previous sprints, I have just gone with the same setup. I think I might go with different ones this time. So, let's see. I'm going to start, as I always do, by swapping out engine parts where I can. That engine should hopefully be good for this one session. If it goes, we're in real trouble. Well, Valtteri's in real trouble. He's going to get no real running at all. We'll go with that gearbox. I don't want to use that one. Not here. Might not use it again. That might be just consigned to the parts scrap heap now. Let's see. Engine 79%. We're going to switch to that engine. ERS. Got to stick with the one that's already on there. And gearbox. Got to stick with the one that's already on there. Yeah, not looking great, is it? Really isn't looking great. What do I want to do with setup? And how many laps do I want to run? It's normally 17 laps. I'm going to try and run them for the whole session. So double plus a couple, 36 laps. Let's go with 38 laps of fuel. Make it around 40, why not? I don't know if the Inters will actually do 40 laps. So that'll be interesting to see. Go, and now let's do our setups. I'm going to split the rear wing level across the cars. So I'm going to start with a 6 and a 12, and then we'll go with an 11.5 on Checo's car. Both cars are going to have the same roll bar, which is going to be a 9.1. I'm going to have a little bit more toe. Sorry, a little bit more camber, but no toe. I'm going to set that down to 0. And then we'll go something similar, but slightly different for Checo. So, where's setup? There it is. We'll go with a 6 on the front again. We'll go an 11.5. We'll go with a 9.1. And then I'm going to go with a 3.25. And I'm going to go with a 0.20. And let's see how they work.
Green light.
Let's take a look at the weather as well. So yeah, it's going to get a little bit wetter as the session proceeds. Send them out. Looks like our Jack man is actually a Jack woman.
Yep, radio's very good for us.
Really? It sounded terrible.
Radio check.
See, that's a good radio check.
Copy, loud and clear. You need to learn the gears.
Okay, mate, copy.
Oh, that's interesting. Has Nagel come out on mediums? He has. I mean, I know the track is currently dry and it's dipped a little bit, but even so, I am surprised by that. Hamilton coming out on mediums as well. Maybe they know something that I don't. I do find it quite ironic that Steve Tyler saying dude looks like a lady. pot meat kettle. Right, water level hasn't changed. Not yet. Let's speed them up. Yuki's out now on a set of softs and it's getting a little wetter look. And so's Bortoletto. And Tim Tramnitz. Lindblad's out on mediums. Alonso's out on hard tyres and the track is getting worse. Are they just determined to try and top the leaderboards? Because they're not going to beat Hamilton's time. They're not going to beat our times either. We might actually overtake Yuki Tsunoda here. We are steamrolling up to the back of him. And we've got 40 laps... Well, 35 now, but we've got a lot of fuel on board. Which just goes to show you how narrow the window for slicks is in wet conditions. As soon as it gets above 0.8, then it starts to favour the inters, and as soon as it hits 1, the softs start, floundering all over the place. And then that's evidenced in the lap times. You can see Tsunoda 3.5 seconds slower than us. Come on, Checo. Move out of the way. Quite a few rookies running in the session, actually. We've got, let's see... Going down the order, we've got Nagel in for Max. We've got Tim Tramnitz in for Nico Hulkenberg. Ugo is in for Oscar Piastri. There's the move to overtake and just breeze on through. Or maybe not. Come on, in the braking zone, surely. Yeah, there we go. Victor Martin is in for Antonelli. Gabriele Mini is getting a run out for Gasly. So quite a few rookies running in this one and only practice session before the sprint qualifying. And there you can see just how quickly we've pulled away from Tsunoda just going down the Hamilton straight. Pulled out more than a second on him. I kind of want to see, because we've got Valtteri cruising up behind him now. He's tippy-toeing around the corner, look. You can hear it and how low the engine's revving. Bye-bye, Bottas. Valtteri's just going to disappear into the distance really quickly here. Just make out, going through Beckett's, we just made out Perez there. There he is, right at the end of the hangar straight already. Into Copse. Sorry. Yeah, that is Copse, isn't it? Copse corner.
So
And he's staying out.
A lot of rain.
Why? Maybe he wants to preserve a set of inters. I don't know, but makes no sense. It's so slow. Oh, if only it was like this weekend for real. We would win at a canter. We would lap the whole field. He did a 151. That's ridiculous. Now, finally he's in.
Car was good. Thanks, guys.
Right, Valtteri's
Copy
pretty
that.
happy. Let's have a look how happy. 83. It's not bad. What about Checo? Still waiting on feedback from him. Tyres are holding it well.
Any feedback on the car?
Feedback's only good for Checo.
Fine.
Understood.
Only 5% difference, but 5%, it can be quite a bit in these situations. Now you can see our times are dropping as everyone comes out on the right tyres. Brief yellow flag flashing up there, not sure who for. Game doesn't want to tell us. I wonder what kind of qualifying we're going to see today as well. We had a bit of a strange grid at Austria. Neither Ferrari making the top 10 was a bit of a shock. What if we see something similar happen today? 20 minutes to go in the session. We're down to 46% on tyres, so these should last the whole session. Now the rain is ramping up. We put 40 laps of fuel in. They've just done 29 of them. Still 30% on the tyres. They will just make it to the end of the session. It will be touch and go, but they should make it.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Spin
Let's
for
take a
Liam.
closer look. Oh, all right so
Speaking
far.
of fancy pirouettes,
Oh no, that's not
There
how
you
to
go.
do it. The conditions clearly causing problems for the drivers.
And checkered flag.
that's one thing I think would be interesting in this game is to add in that increased chance of making a mistake if you're on soft tyres and the rain gets a little bit too hard and you've chanced it staying out. I wish it wasn't always such a clear cut. You reach this amount of water, you need to change tyres.
And box, this one box, bit confirmed.
I mean, if
Okay,
it wasn't for the fact that the AI would always know exactly what tyre to put on, and it would leave us completely in the dark, I would have changed the way that the water level is presented, so that it became more generalised. But that would only disadvantage us. It would change absolutely nothing about the AI's logic. It might be something we introduce after a couple of seasons, depending on how we're doing, just to add an extra element of uncertainty into our races for us. But at the moment, I feel like we're having a hard enough time as it is. We don't need to make it even harder. Not yet. Right, we got some good time on track there. Over 60% knowledge gain for both. Setups are going to need some work. But we've got a good baseline of driver prep. Let's see if we can hit the sweet spot with the setups with a blind change before sprint qualifying.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
I'm looking at that water level, and that's quite high, 3.91 mil. So could potentially slip into full wet conditions here. All right, we're running not too much rear wing, so we need to bring that down. I get the feeling we need to change this as well. Which means I need to bring the front wing down a bit. Could that even go down to a 5? It could. I'm not convinced, so I'm going to stick with a 5.5. Let's go with that. Let's see how this works. Let's put 2 flying laps of fuel in. Let's change out the car parts. I'm going to stick with this engine, at least for the sprint. Let's stick with this ERS for the sprint as well. I will change the gearbox though. Alright, let's take a look at Checo. So definitely need to change the engine. Getting very close to needing to buy a brand new engine very quickly. Some high power circuits coming up. Got to stick with that ERS, so I definitely need another one of those pretty soon. I'm going to stick with that gearbox. That's going to need to change soon as well. Also the last one. Let's take a look at the setup. This could go either way. This could go to an 11, it could go to a 12. I'm going to gamble on an 11. Again, I'm going to bring that back. I'll try that. And again, we'll go with 2 flying laps of fuel. Let's send them out. Evening, Esparza.
So now we have green light.
Quick look. It is going to just peak and then dip. So we're going to wait a couple of minutes. We've got Gasly going out early. Was that Colapinto? No, it is Gasly. Quite a few going out early. See if the whole field peels out. Looks like it is. So I want to be hitting a fastest lap somewhere around about here. Going to wait till everyone's gone. And then we're going to go out just behind them. And then hopefully we should be on track at just the right time. On our second lap. For the track to be in the best condition. That's assuming that our radar is correct. We know that it's likely not. We'll stand by to call them in if it looks like we've made a mistake with the timing.
So you're in a good position.
Someone's made a mistake.
Seeing a yellow.
Yep.
Spin for Arvid, doing one of Dino's pirouettes.
Really not great.
It's the same corners, same spin that Lawson had.
Just a helpless passenger.
But that will compromise him and Antonelli at the start of their lap. So expect their first sectors to be down a little bit. As Lindblad aborted. What's going on with Lindblad? Is he aborted and he's just... Wow, he's potentially compromising quite a few people here. No, he's definitely compromised his teammate and one of the Williams drivers. He's compromising everybody. What is going on with Lindblad here?
Push and you are good to go.
This
Track is clear.
is bizarre. I've never seen this before.
And will be charge button off for last corner.
He picks up speed. He must have aborted. Well, if he hasn't aborted now. Yeah, he's definitely aborted his lap. But that was insane. I'm glad I waited till the back of the field now. So many drivers with a compromised first sector. Let's see if he gets out of our way. He does. Still not a great first sector for Checo.
We've seen it.
Piastri goes top. Hamilton goes P4, just ahead of Ollie Behrman. Hulkenberg up to 5th. Leclerc goes top. Russell goes second. And the track is drying up, look. We could have a very good final sector here compared to some of the other cars. Lindblad's first sector, 74 seconds. That's crazy. Valtteri gets into 16th, Perez is 18th, but we're already on track prepping for the next flying lap. Everyone else is on their way back to the pits, apart from Lindblad, who's now getting into the pits itself. Does look like it's going to be a narrow window. There's like 3 minutes, according to this, until it starts to pick up again. Yeah, that is one of the most bizarre things I have ever seen. Lindblad making that mistake and then holding everybody up. The other reason I waited like this to get to the back of the pack as well was so that we don't get compromised starting our second flying lap. Everyone will be peeling into the pits as we're starting to wind the pace back up again. Track is still drying. I'm hoping it's going to get wetter again in a minute. Otherwise, we might not have that chance to progress that I was banking on. Still getting drier.
Titans are good. Gap is currently good. You are good to go.
And track is clear, track clear.
Got Lindblad heading back out again. He's going to get in the way again, potentially. Hamilton now coming straight back out. So we are going to have some nice clear track potentially here. And I want it to start getting wetter again as we are finishing this lap off. It's going to be a change to the weather conditions in a minute, apparently. If we have judged this right, track should be perfect for us and start getting worse for everybody else. Yeah, sounded like a little bit of a lock-up there for Checo. Let's see what that does to his middle sector. Lindblad gets out of the way. And track's starting to get wetter again, look. Yeah, half a second difference to Valtteri. That lockup did cost him. Cost him a good 3, maybe 4 tenths. So we got the track in its absolute best condition. There's a really good chance for Valtteri to get through. Hopefully for Perez as well. Valtteri goes top. Don't know how much by.
E1. Mode in.
Let's have a look. He's ahead of Perez by a second.
At the moment, we are P2.
Wow, that's a big gap. Okay, so Perez is likely to probably get knocked out. He's almost a second ahead of Leclerc. The first few coming through, they're going to get the track in good condition. It's not getting as wet as quickly as I was hoping for. We have possibly judged it just a little wrong, but There's still a lot of cars that haven't even completed, you know, half of their outlap yet. So there is a good chance that we can still sneak through.
Coming past you now.
As we get out of Arvid's way. Lindblad's definitely going faster. Track's still getting worse. Here comes Leclerc. No, Hamilton. Lindblad goes top, but only just.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, we get in Oscar's way.
Isn't it?
Slippery pit lane, be careful.
Copy.
And the times they are a-tumbling. The track is now 3.3 mil. Well, it's keep getting wetter. It seems to have stopped. Come on, keep getting wetter. Please. It's still slowly creeping up. We're almost eliminated. I say Perez hasn't got a chance, but Bottas still does. There we go. We are quicker than someone. Ah, we got knocked out anyway. Ah, damn it. We were half a lap too soon. If we'd been half a lap further back than when we crossed the line to start that lap, I think we'd have been fine. Or at least Valtteri would have been fine. Maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing. It's disappointing, but we're quicker than Bottas. So we're quicker than Bortoletto. We're quicker than Isaac Hadjar as well. Did he make a mistake or did he get held up somewhere? I think he might possibly have got held up. Evening, Mike. But that is it. We are out of qualifying for the sprints. Don't know how we did with the setups. I didn't look. Find out in a second. 19th and 22nd. Ouch. Let's see who stuck it on pole for the sprints. It was Verstappen ahead of Albon. Leclerc third. Fourth for Piastri. Fifth and sixth, the two Mercedes of Antonelli ahead of Russell. Sainz seventh. Eighth for Norris. Ninth for Tsunoda. 10th for Alonso. Hamilton did not make the top 10. Where is he? He's down in 12th behind Gasly and ahead of Colapinto. So sandwiched between the two Alpines. Then it's Behrman from Hulkenberg and then Liam Lawson, who finished bottom in Q2. Interesting. Very interesting.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us.
The big draw today is the opportunity to grab some extra championship points. After all, they could make the difference when the season comes to a close.
All right. Definitely less water on the track at the moment. Let's see. We got to 88%. We went the wrong way with the cornering. Given how far off 100% we are, and the fact that we're at the back of the grid. I'm just going to brake park there, mate. See if we can fix it now. See what that does. And let's take a look at Checo. He's only 4% away, so I'm less inclined to want to mess with his. I know he's starting 22nd, but I don't want to have both cars, you know, off the back of the pack. I've got a chance to maybe move forward slightly. I'm going to take it. We are going to not put any extra fuel in or take any fuel out. We are going to push everything on the start. Checo to try and move up. Valtteri to try and catch the back up to the pack again. And let's send them to the grid for the sprint.
Silverstone is ready. The sprint is about to get underway. And it's lights out and away we go.
Good start from Leclerc. Gets alongside Albon. He will have the inside through Aintree onto the Wellington Straight. And that is Leclerc up into second place. All right, Valtteri is off and away.
Okay, next up
Perez has not gained a place.
Just under 4.5 seconds in front.
Evening, Farrett.
So there are 17 laps to go at the end of this one.
So let's turn the battery down.
And we need charge button on, charge button on.
Copy.
We'll turn the tyres down as well.
How is the track conditions?
Save a little bit of battery, and we'll just sit here and wait for an opportunity to present itself.
Copy.
Then we need to increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Hamilton gets past Gasly up into 11th place. Valtteri has halved the gap to the back of the pack. Just 2 seconds away now. Let's take a look at what the weather's going to do. It's getting a little drier. It's going to stay into us the whole way through by the look of it. Don't even know if we'll get any DRS at any point. I don't think so. I do need to be wary of tyre temps though. Go Valtteri almost onto the back of Perez.
Go back to doing lift and coast now. Copy. Just concentrate and get your tyre temps down. Copy. Charge on, please. Copy.
Right, let's take a look. Yeah, it does look like we made the right choice with the setup changes.
And more energy available.
Copy.
No lift off needed.
All
You're doing
right.
a good job.
Give Valtteri a little bit of clear air just to cool his tyres down a bit quicker. And we'll see if we can maybe sneak a little bit further forward. Hadjar is past Bortoletto.
We don't think we need any lift and coast. Copy.
Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe we didn't get it right.
You can do this. Copy.
So Max going for sprint win number 2. Still doesn't have a race win under his belt this season. Checo definitely starting to apply some pressure to Bortoletto. He's dropping back a little bit from Isaac. I don't think we've got quite enough pace to actually get him without turning the tyres up. So we'll save the battery.
Charge button on. Charge button on.
Okay, copy.
So not much change in the running order. Hamilton's gained that one place. Leclerc gained a place. Has anyone else moved up or down? Hulkenberg and Ocon have got past Behrman and Lawson. Yeah. Max is trying to break away. He's at 2 seconds clear from Charles Leclerc. He's managed to leave Albon behind a little bit. 1.5 seconds.
And we need to
Let's
increase
build up a little bit of
lift and
spare
coast.
fuel. We are all over the back of Bortoletto again. See if we can get him. Perez is looking very feisty here. Let's see if we can get him out of Aintree down the Wellington.
Behind you we have Bottas.
We can get up the inside of him into Brooklands. He's closed right back
So
up again. Look, he's
deploy.
pushed
Yep.
I think he saw he was vulnerable and then pushed out of
Charge button on.
Copy.
out of Aintree. That was just, our car is really bad in the that way. It is, but it could just be an indicator of just how bad our car is at cornering and following in the dirty air. That as soon as we got to a low speed section like that, we lost half a second. For the sake of my sanity, I'm going to say that it was just him reacting to us being really close, and he upped his pace slightly. He is now all over the back of Hadjar, so I do think it was just perhaps a bad lap the previous lap. He saw the gap had got a little big in front of him and closed it back up, irrespective of us. Oh, yellow flag. Someone gone wide, made a mistake. Leclerc's got some damage. That's got to be on the floor then.
Tackling turn 3.
He's down a couple of places as well.
See the lockup, but that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Big lockup. Yeah, I think he's damaged his underfloor. Dropped himself down to 4th place. Antonelli is having a little think about it. And still we are stuck at the back. But we haven't been pushing the tyres. So I'd like to think that we're building up a little bit of a wear rate advantage.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Copy, guys.
And boost.
Don't panic, I just need 11 retirements. No, it's a sprint, I need more than that. If I want to get both my cars into the points in the sprint, I need 14 retirements. Come on, we're close enough this time, surely. Come on, outbrake him. Yes, there we go. Position gained.
You're doing a good job.
And try to cool down the tires.
Valtteri's having a look as well. Let's help encourage him.
Mode push now. Yep. You can save less. Drop it. We're okay to push a bit harder if you can.
All right, fault for Ocon.
Accuracy 8.
Oh, he thought about a little look. Thought better of it. Bortoletto trying to make his car just wide enough.
the energy.
Copy. Copy, mate.
Come on, Valtteri. Come on, Valtteri. Ah! He compromised his exit, or his entry into Brooklands there. He's lost quite a bit of ground. Tyres are overheating now as well.
Get those tyres temperatures down. Copy. Charge on. Copy.
So we're halfway through the sprint. The track is at 1.05 millimeters of water. So just wet enough to keep DRS deactivated.
Charge button on.
Yeah, confirm. Cool your tyres. Yeah, copy.
But dry enough to potentially overheat the tyres in dirty air, so that's why I've turned them down a touch.
Continue like this.
Increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Switch back to Valtteri.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
I'm seeing a little bit more water on the track now. So after that little off, Leclerc is still in 4th place, but he's now practically 4 seconds behind Oscar. Max has got a 5-second gap now to Albon. So this looks like it should be a pretty comfortable sprint for him. Hamilton's still down in 11th place, just that one position gained off the start, which was to get past Gasly. Hadjar still in 19th place. Lawson's gained a place, he's got past Lindblad. 2 RB drivers switching positions. And now Hamilton's got a fault.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
A long way to go.
So we need to push.
Let's turn the tyres back up again. Back to normal pace.
Race is long.
Race is long, sprint is short. Only 6 laps to go, including this one.
And tyre phase update when you can.
Yeah, that's good.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
Still margin to push a bit harder through turn 6 and turn 12.
Your TRS.
Okay.
Right, Valtteri, I think, is about to make a move.
Push, please. Mode push.
Copy.
Or at least he's about to try and make a move. He's closing in, but not closing in quickly enough.
Do your best.
I did notice we lost a fair bit of ground through the exit of Beckett's. Oh, Perez looking to make a lunge. Couldn't pull it off. And I think Hadjar's too close to Lindblad to get through.
Continue. Keep going.
Just going to leave my tyres at this pace setting now. Either we have an advantage or we don't. But we've got plenty of tyre left and we need to start using it.
Charge on.
Copy.
Still, we haven't been able to get past Bortoletto.
Just do your best.
There, see, that's where we lose all that time. Lost another couple of tenths. Perez as well, coming through Cops. He was a 1/10 of a second behind Hadjar. Now he's 9/10 of a second behind. Bortoletto's on him.
Charge on.
Copy.
Tyres are going to start to melt very, very quickly. I'm going to have to turn them back down again.
Yeah, copy.
Just cool down the tyres as much as you can.
Yes, copy.
And some lift off if you can.
4 laps to go. And this is not encouraging to the Grand Prix. Or the Grand Prix will be definitely dry, so DRS will be active, but I don't think that will really help us. If anything, it's going to make it easier for the opposition to get past us. And easier for the opposition to pull away.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
Perez struggling to stay with Hadjar now.
And 3 laps to go.
Max is so much quicker than us. He's nearly 3 seconds a lap quicker than us.
The left
On
rear
that
is
last
getting a
lap.
bit hot.
Copy.
Just look after these tires.
Okay.
No worries, mate.
So we get really close to Bortoletto. Just there. Now we've got the slipstream. And then we lose performance through cops because of the dirty air, and then we lose performance here because of the dirty air and our low downforce. And look at the gap just exploding back up again. This is why I think the race is going to be brutal for us. Tyres have cooled down. Let's go for one last hurrah. The last 2 laps.
Tires are good to push.
You can save less.
And 2 laps to go.
Yep.
There's progress to be made.
There's been no real movement up and down. You can see that once the first couple of laps were out of the way and the order was settled, it's pretty much stayed like that. Everyone's struggling
2 more laps to go.
in dirty air to actually get the move done.
Copy.
Max is on his final lap.
More lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Yep.
Load push.
Copy.
Little issue for Lawson. It's not going to really change much.
And more energy available.
Okay.
And last lap.
Copy.
From tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Copy.
Can we make one last gasp move? Valtteri is not close at all at the moment.
All right, let's concentrate.
Perez might have half a chance.
And tire phase update when you can.
Yeah, it's steady. The deck.
And there we go. Max wins the sprint.
Max Verstappen with an amazing display here.
Got off to a strong start on the opening lap and never looked like he was going
Is the best result they could have
to
hoped
lose
for.
that place. Valtteri again just loses so much time through
Gap
Church.
0.9.
No, Chapel. Valtteri just never got going. I mean, we did start him from the pit lane, so
Copy.
that certainly hurt. But
And check it flag.
20th, we gained 1 place.
And Sergio Perez ends up outside the points in today's sprint.
P20 with very little promise, it's got to be said.
Yeah, just rub it in, why don't you there, Karun? Thank you very much for that. Confirmation then of the sprint result. Max wins from Alex Albon. Oscar gets third place ahead of Charles Leclerc. Antonelli 5th, 6th for George, 7th for Sainz, 8th for Norris, 9th for Tsunoda, 10th for Alonso. This, the only change in the top 10. Charles did get past, started third, got past Albon, made that mistake, dropped down to 4th, and that was the only change in the top 10. A little bit further down, we saw that Hamilton was finishing in 11th place ahead of Gasly. Again, that was a lap 1, maybe lap 2 overtake, and no change after that. Hulkenberg and Ocon both gained places at the expense of Behrman and Lawson. So Lawson actually started and finished ahead of Lindblad. I thought those two had swapped. They didn't. Isaac and Perez both gained a place at the expense of Bortoletto, and Valtteri never got going. Disappointing. Time now to get ready for qualifying for the main feature race instead.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race.
Now, we've got the Haas driver there. Karun, how are they going to be feeling today?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying coming up soon.
So it's going to be a dry qualifying, or at least a dry start to qualifying. May yet see some extra rain. We did improve Valtteri, but we still didn't nail it. You know what? I shouldn't have moved that. Look, that's the only thing that's wrong with that setup. Was that I moved that. If I bring that back, that becomes slightly risky. And I think that's it. I think just that one change, that should hopefully stay optimal. So we'll go with that. We never did make that change here. I'm going to make it now. And I'm going to go just 2 clicks back with the toe. Let's see if that does enough. ERS didn't have any issues, but it is at a point where it could become problematic. Oh, let's not gamble on that. There we go. The gearbox is okay. Should get through this race hopefully unscathed. We are prepped and ready. Let's just see what tyres do we have available. So 4 sets of softs, all 4 sets of mediums, 2 sets of hards. Let's see how qualifying goes.
Green light.
We are going to see some rain in about 5 minutes. Just a little blip, and then it'll be dry again at the end. So we're going to see a little flurry of activity. Everyone coming out to avoid that little bit of water, and then there'll be another flurry of activity afterwards again, I would imagine.
So you're in a good position.
There's a couple of cars that haven't come out yet. Russell, Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Lawson still in the garage. Everyone else is out.
You should have no traffic issues. Go, go, go.
And track is clear, track clear.
It will be mode push for last corner.
Still haven't left the pits. And whatever that fault was on Hamilton's car has now turned into some permanent wear, as evidenced by that little yellow caution diamond next to his name. Wow, we're down 0.7 of a second to Leclerc, half a second to pretty much everybody else with Perez. Oh, terrible from Perez. 39.6. What is going on with Checo? Oh, wait. Have I got the wrong engine in the car?
Only P1.
I don't think so.
Mode in.
129.3 against a 120... well, 130.5. Ouch. Perez, very slow there, and I don't know why. His powertrain is better than Valtteri's. Maybe it's just tyres weren't at the right temp at the time, I don't know. But for whatever reason, yeah, a very bad lap from Checo.
Understood.
Very bad lap. Russell still has not left the pits. Nor is Sonoda, Hulkenberg or Lawson. It is Leclerc from Norris, then Max from Albon. Ocon's up there in 5th. Hamilton and Antonelli, 6th and 7th. Then Piastri, Colapinto and Gasly. So both Alpines are up there. Alonso down in 14th place. That's a little low. Sainz in 13th. But, I mean, I'm looking at this cluster here behind Bortoletto. And I am wondering if some people got some nice slipstreams or some people got held up.
And limiter on, please. So just stopping in front of the garage and P1, please.
Quickly.
Speed limiter on. And stop on the marks.
So that's Colapinto. Which Haas driver is it? It's Ocon. So Ocon got a nice slipstream. And it's Norris as well. So he got a nice slipstream. And it's got to be Lindblad. Where is Lindblad? There he is. And then at the back of that is Hadjar. So some drivers look like they gained, some drivers look like they're lost, and it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. But a terrible opening lap for Checo sees him way off the pace. A full second behind Isaac. And almost 1.2 seconds behind his teammate. So should dry up again. Well, I say dry up, it's not really all that wet, but should get better soon. And now these guys have gone out, arguably when the track's going to be at its worst in the entire session. That seems odd. Maybe they just wanted some clean air, but they've all gone out at the same time. Tsunoda's going to get a potential slipstream from the back of Russell. The other two are spaced out, Hulkenberg and Lawson. Track's at 47.1 degrees. Which doesn't really track. It's starting to drop. Yeah, I don't think weather has any real impact on the track temperatures. They just seem to fluctuate randomly and arbitrarily. And the track temperatures always seem high when the external temperature is low. You know, the ambient temperature, which again doesn't really track. Track's still getting slightly damper. I'm going to slap on a set of mediums and go out for a run on those. A few more cars leaving the pits and somebody's gone off. Hulkenberg running wide at turn 5.
Right, you can take a look now. Right,
That's the
we're down at turn
entry.
5.
Exit. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that's
Had to
not
take
quite
avoiding
what we would
action
have
and
wanted.
of
That won't do the floor of the car any good
Lindblad
at
there.
all.
No more signs of rain.
Copy.
Some cars just parked in really awkward spots on the track here. It's not a particularly strong first sector for George. Slower than Tsunoda.
Just work on your tyres. All good.
Where's he going to end up? Hulkenberg goes 18th. Everyone else should go quicker than him. Yeah, Lawson goes quicker, but not by much. Only by a couple of hundredths. Russell goes P11. And Tsunoda goes 17th. That just shows the perils and the, well, not so much the perils, but certainly the folly of going out when the track is at 0.2 mil, when everyone else went out when it was bone dry. All right, let's see if these tyres will actually warm up first of all. And let's see if we can get an improvement for Perez on these mediums. Right, surface temperatures are good. Just about. Core temperature is still too low, but it's getting better.
Track is clear. Track is clear. There will be charge button off for last corner.
Track should be clear. Mode push, and you're good to go.
It's not a personal best. Tyres still not up to temperature. I think it's 110 degrees for the mediums. .26.6 for Valtteri as well. And whizzing past somebody there. I'm not sure who it was. From this camera angle, Piastri goes top with a 128.1. Perez has improved in the middle. Valtteri hasn't. He's still quicker though. Tyres are finally in the window. Perez finds 0.3 of a second.
P18.
Sainz now looking very quick. Just goes purple in the first sector.
Copy.
Right on board with a Williams driver. And it's enough for top. So we're going to slap on a new set of softs when we get back. I think. I might slap the old ones on, I don't know yet. I'll see if there's a noticeable difference in pace, but I don't think we're going to get out of this session. We just had no pace at all here. Just like the last two races, really. We are definitely starting to struggle performance-wise. Haven't really invested much into the car in terms of performance for this season. Around, you know, apart from those initial updates that we brought, because we've been so focused on making sure that we are going to beat the regulations for next season to try and improve that way. I don't know if we're making the right call or not, but I am hoping that
in the middle of the box.
The other teams that have been poor performing teams this season, that we will hopefully maybe get a leg up on them next season. So Audi and RB, you know, the Racing Bulls, I'm hoping we can jump them a little bit. We'll see. Right, let's take a look at tyre choices. So from these tyres, there's no noticeable time improvement in their current condition, but these tyres will be a further lap older by the time they start their push. We'll go with a brand new set. I can't see us needing 3 sets of soft tyres in the Grand Prix when we've got 3 sets of mediums and 2 sets of hards, as well as 2 sets of softs. Oh, let's check the setups as well. We're at 99%. Ah, I should have clicked it. Well, never mind. And we're at 94%. Oh, I've gone the wrong way here. Damn. We'll wait and see how we qualify. But we may just stick with the 94. Alright, let's send out Valtteri. And now we'll send out Checo.
Get everything as you want it to be for the start of the lap.
Copy.
And we need a good warm-up on the brakes.
Copy.
One last roll of the dice then to see if we can make it through. Lawson and Hulkenberg are finishing off their second flying attempts. Hulkenberg improves to P12. Lawson might have been slightly compromised by Norris, but he still jumps to P12 ahead of Hulkenberg. So Russell's about to start his flying lap. If that was a flying lap for Yuki, he had a terrible first sector. So he is out. Behrman is out. He's in the pits and not coming back out again.
We're looking good. You're good to go, good to go.
And track is clear, track clear. And it will be charge button off for last corner.
So yeah, Sonoda is on his way back to the pits and he is eliminated. Hadjar, Lindblad still going though. It's a little crowded into Brooklands. There's a Ferrari getting in the way by the look of it, potentially. That'll be Hamilton, I think. Or is that Leclerc? I think it's Leclerc, actually. It is. So it's just a poor first sector for Charles Leclerc. He's not improving. Into the pits come Hulkenberg and Lawson. Alonso round the final couple of corners now. Antonelli just behind him. Antonelli improves to P7. Alonso's P9. Lindblad crosses the line, gets up to 14th. Not a good middle sector for Hadjar. He has not improved, so Hadjar is out. Russell is out.
We've seen it.
There he is. Russell is out. Wow. What's happening to his season? He looked so strong just a couple of races ago, and it's just kind of falling apart a little bit. Perez gets off the bottom. He will start in 21st. Valtteri's 19th. And I'm just going to stick with the 94% setup. I don't want to lose 5 seconds of track time to bump him up. Just a couple of percentage points on the setup there. So let's see who's stuck it on pole then. It's Sainz. Carlos Sainz takes pole with Williams second. What a homecoming here for Williams. They lock out the front row ahead of McLaren, who are 3rd and 4th. Oscar ahead of Lando. Then it's Esteban Ocon in 5th. Leclerc 6th. Antonelli 7th. Hamilton 8th. Arvid's up in 9th. in the Racing Bulls, and Colapinto is 10th. This is a strange looking top 10. Alonso 11th, Gasly 12th, 13th for Hulkenberg, Max all the way down in 14th place. I think it rained in that session. I'm looking at these times. I think it rained in Q2. Then it's Bortoletto 15th, 16th for Lawson. Yeah, it must have rained. A 135 is what, 7-8 seconds slower. I wonder if we have mixed conditions or a drying track maybe in the final session. Sometimes I do wish we could actually watch them, but I am curious as to what happened with the weather. Let's see. It won't show me the data, will it, for Q3, because we didn't take part. I was looking to see if I could see what the water conditions were like on track, but it won't show me the data. All right, never mind. Qualifying is done. Let's head back to the garage.
52 laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
Silverstone is a power circuit. It demands downforce and total confidence in the car for a driver to keep their foot planted through Sector 2, through the high-speed corners at Woodcote and at Copse, and carrying on through Maggots and Beckett's. Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
So let's have a look at strategy choices. That isn't going to last, that setup there. That one will, if we make some adjustments. So we're looking at that. Let's delete the one stop because those tyres won't do that. Let's delete that one. And let's delete that one. Now let's have a look at some alternatives choices using hards. So if we were to go with a set of hard tyres and push those, they're actually less durable there, which I have to say is something of a surprise. And that ends up being slower. And so does that. Alright, I think we'll keep the hards in reserve then for if we get an early safety car at some point, but I think we're going soft, medium, medium here. I am expecting to get lapped as well. Let's take a lap of fuel out. Not going to change any of these pace settings here. Let's have a look at the amended grid, if there are any penalties to be applied. I don't think there were. No, there are not. So, we are prepped and ready. The British Grand Prix is next.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Could this be a big race for that man, Alexander Albon?
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
And it looks like we're good to go. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, Albon initially losing position off the line. I think he's going to get jumped here by Oscar. Yes, he is. But he will just about hold on to third ahead of Norris. There we go. Valtteri in 18th. Looks to have gained a place. Perez has gone backwards. As Hadjar gets through. Everyone from Hamilton down is starting on the soft tyres. Ocon also on softs. Remainder of the grid, so Lindblad, Antonelli, Leclerc, Norris, Albon, Piastri and Sainz are on mediums to start. George is down to 17th. Well, no, he started 17th, didn't he? Max still in 14th. Doesn't look like he's gained a place.
Charge on.
Copy.
Charge button on.
Yeah, copy.
So we've got some very fast boys at the back that are going to be pushing through. Max in 14th, you would expect him to move forward. Russell, you would expect him to definitely move forward. Sonoda is back there in, what, 20th place? Expect him to push forward. I don't know about Hadjar. He might push forward a bit. So as it stands, we have one car 2 places above target and the other car 2 places below target. A long way to go though, still another 51 laps to go including this one. And Piastri gets past Sainz. Albon coming under a lot of pressure from Norris, so is this going to be a dream double result for McLaren here? Are they going to get a 1-2? I do feel that they have more pace than the Williams in race trim. I don't know. It might be that Sainz can keep Norris behind him. Norris still has to get past Albon first, but he might be about to do that here.
Mode push, please. Mode push.
And Albon's out of DRS range.
So deployed.
Yeah, copy.
So Sainz actually. So Piastri stretching away a little bit. Will be safe down the hanger straight. Albon's going to be very vulnerable here. Here comes the move up the inside. And just no real fight there from Albon. And immediately Leclerc is there as well. So what started as a dream afternoon could turn into a little bit of a nightmare for Williams as we get overtaken by
Okay, let's get on it.
Ollie
Still a
Behrman.
lead to play for. The car behind is now Tsunoda.
And the tyres aren't up to temperature. Track temperature 39.8 degrees, so maybe it does actually fluctuate based on the weather. Perez's tyres are fine because he's in dirty air, but Bottas in clean air, a second away from Behrman, not getting that extra little bit of heat into his tyre, despite using battery to push.
Tyre temps look good.
Copy.
And they're just on that borderline cusp at the moment. Need to inject a little bit of heat into these tyres. I think Tsunoda's going to get me here. He's got the inside line. Valtteri tries to hang it around the outside. And Tsunoda's got us. A valiant effort in defence, but ultimately futile.
I can't go faster.
Do your best.
Yeah, Perez's tyres now starting to struggle as well.
Charge on.
Copy.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Now we're starting to build a bit of heat back into the tyres. Took a little while though.
Very happy with your tyre.
It has left Perez slightly adrift.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Copy.
I really don't want to three-stop this Grand Prix. But I am wondering if I'm going to have to go very aggressive on an undercut. I'm just hoping that the mediums are a bit more durable than the prediction, as they have been more recently at some circuits anyway.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
So I do feel I'm going to have to wear these softs down quicker than I would like, and box a little earlier than planned.
All good.
Will we see anyone three-stopping here? Probably should have put an extra lap or two of fuel in actually and pushed, and that way I probably would kept the temperature in the tyres a bit more. Would have upped our pace a bit as well. But would also have increased engine temps. Maybe with the ambient temperature being low, it's less of a concern.
Yeah, copy.
Max up to P12, he gets past Gasly. George in 16th is all over the back of Bortoletto.
I really struggled, just couldn't go any faster.
Hadjar gets through. That's been coming. Yeah, gets us around Stowe. Just no real response is available for us. Lost ground already. And barely able to hang on. Oh, it's a dire situation with our car's pace right now. And I'm genuinely concerned about how the next part of the season is going to go for us. Because on the evidence of the opening 6 laps, we're not even going to get both cars in the top 20.
He does have DRS on you. Yeah, copy.
Alright, let's turn the tyres down now. Now
And
the
try to
temperatures
cool
are
down
good.
the tires as much as possible.
Yep. Cool your tyres. Copy.
And Norris is up into second, so McLaren 1-2 and pulling away from the Williams pair, who are now bickering over third place. I mean, the podium would still be an amazing result for Williams, but after locking out the front row in qualifying, they must have hoped that they would be in the fight for the win, but I just don't think they've got enough pace. And we've now been dropped completely from the back of the grid. I really hope that the AI is going to have to do some serious fuel saving at some point in this Grand Prix to slow them down a bit. Really hope they are massively underfueled. I'm not so sure they are massively underfueled, but I do think they'll have to do some fuel saving. Alright, let's see if we can boost their confidence a little bit by swapping places with each other.
Copy.
And keep it tidy.
Yeah, copy.
Again, we've reduced the impact and mentality on and confidence, so it's not like we're going to get the big +8 stat boost. I mean, we're halfway through the high bar and we're only getting +1s on most of the stats, not even all of them at the moment. And despite pushing, Perez is not able to really close up to the back of Valtteri. The dirty air is killing us. And the tyres are undercooking themselves again. God damn it. Tyres have been such a strange experience this season. They've easily melted at some tracks, and other tracks, it's a struggle just to keep them fired up.
You can push.
I'm thinking we may possibly have to 3-stop this. Because I don't know if the other tyres are going to be durable. Well, let's wait to see how the mediums perform, but we may well have to adapt to something like this. Luckily, we have extra mediums, so we could do that. But it wouldn't be ideal. So we've got an alternate strategy sort of prepared. Let's see. Actually, what's the time difference on those? It's 3 seconds between the two, but I don't know if that accounts for pit stops. I mean, theoretically, it must do.
Copy.
I'm also going to have to stagger my drivers. I can't box them on the same lap. They're too close to each other. And Perez just can't get close to Valtteri. Can't get anywhere near him. Look, he's actually losing ground pretty much every time, every corner. All right, let's slap him into harvest. Let's start to push Valtteri, and let's see if we can just open the gap up. Hadjar's into the
You
pits.
are good to go. Mode push. Yep.
So first to blink, and he's going onto a set of medium tyres. 10 laps done. We were supposed to go 15. I don't think we're going to manage 15.
Perez behind. 1.8 seconds behind you.
We're 30 seconds off the lead after just 10 laps. Ouch. That is not good. Russell moves past Bortoletto up into 14th. Max is in 10th place now. Still not a huge amount of movement up and down the order though. The Williams drivers have split and Sainz has pushed and caught back up to Norris. He's about to have a look.
Oh, yes, ready.
Copy, mate.
Couldn't quite make it. Again, we're in that situation now where we're fighting against the DRS, just trying to catch up.
We need to reduce K1 usage.
Copy that.
Charge on.
Copy.
Right, what's the gap? 3 seconds. It's not really big enough. Bearman into the pits now. Let's box Valtteri on the next lap. We'll keep Checo out for one more.
Take it easy there.
Copy.
Let's see how durable these tyres are going to be.
And we'll box this lap.
Okay, box.
Let's get after these cars in front.
And charge button on.
Copy.
Yeah, the combination of realistic racing and this new tyre wear mod is really making me have to rethink everything. It's almost like having to learn how to play again when it comes to the actual race strategies, which is kind of refreshing, given the amount of hours I've put into this game. You know, on just this version of the game alone, across Steam and the PS5, I'm closing in on 2,000 hours. So it is kind of refreshing to have to really rethink how to approach races. Hulkenberg and Lawson coming in as well. And once again, the tyres very quickly have dropped out of the temperature window. And what's confusing me is how hard it is to keep the tyres' temperatures under control at this point, rather than the opposite end of the scale. You know, we're having trouble keeping heat in the tyres, and our tyre wear stats are terrible. So theoretically, we should be having trouble at the opposite end, not this end. But it does make me wonder what will happen. As Hamilton's fault is back.
I've got no battery.
So that was what that issue with his powertrain was. It's the ERS. It does make me wonder what's going to happen as we improve development on the car and improve our brake cooling and our tyre wear stat. Does that mean that we're going to struggle with tyre temps even more, keeping them in the window? Are we going to have to just default to an aggressive push on tyres across every compound? I don't know. Ocon, Max and Colapinto all in for a stop. That was a decent stop there for the for the Mercedes. The Red Bull. Complete brain fart there. Alpine with a decent stop. Haas have got their car just out in front.
Box
There's
this
Verstappen there.
Confirm.
Yeah, copy.
Perez didn't, but oh, come on. I thought I'd boxed him. Ah, shit.
We need to manage.
Well, we know we can go until the tyres turn yellow before we risk puncturing, so we may as well just keep pushing them like this.
Now, everything you have.
Yeah, it might be because our downforce is terrible. That we're not generating enough pace through the corners, which is why the temperatures keep dropping. You might be right in that, Dino. Because we do have terrible downforce. It's the worst on the grid. Maybe we should, I'd say we should maybe just focus all of our attention on that with the remaining upgrades we bring this season. But we're so slow as well that I can't just add more drag to an already incredibly draggy car.
Diddley.
Right, Perez is coming in. Decent stop for Aston. Ooh, that's a nice stop, 2.3. Might get some points for that stop. A little on the high end of the 2.3s though, so I'm not holding my breath just yet.
Next guy in front, Bottas.
Alright. Perez 6.5 seconds behind. But does have a full battery just about to play with. Evening, Clark. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc as he hits the pits. Not the best of stops though. Yeah, it's one of the unique quirks of the pit entrance here is that because Ferrari are right near the front, they actually have a chance of setting a fastest lap on the in-lap, which is what they just did. McLaren will have an even better chance of that because actually I'm not sure. It depends whereabouts. That's the old pit straight. I'm not sure whereabouts their pit box is in relation to the start-finish timing line. Russell is out on a set of mediums. So is Bortoletto. We are still floundering away at the back of the grid. This battery's kind of matching the cars in front with some of them. Piastri's in. Says Norris. They're both coming in at the same time. Hard tyres. Hamilton in as well for Ferrari. So the softs. There goes Leclerc going through. Lindblad into the pits just behind. Can Hamilton get out in front of Alonso? I don't know if he can. There's Alonso. So no, he can't. So he stays in 8th place. Valtteri's tyres are still not up to temperature. He's been out for a few laps now and still hasn't got those tyres fired up properly. And the wear rate is actually looking slightly below the line, so I think we are going to have to switch. Where did that strategy... Did I do it on Perez? It's not there for either of them. And now I've lost the extras. Hate the way the game does this. Alright, so how many laps can I do? I think it's about there, isn't it? Alright. They are performing better, but not good enough, it would seem. I wonder if we extrapolate out, we say that it's going to be like that. Probably looking at needing to stop about there, and then that becomes a bit borderline. Yeah. I just don't know what we're going to do here in this Grand Prix to have any chance of getting into the top, both cars into the top 20. I don't see it happening without retirements or faults. I just don't see it happening.
ERS.
Copy.
Perez is now 9.5 seconds. He's lost another 3 seconds to Valtteri. It's all a little bit doom and gloom at the moment at Cadillac Racing.
High-speed management is very good.
So, just waiting on Antonelli to box. Sainz has got back in front of Norris as a result of his early stop. And even like this, look, the pace isn't there for Valtteri. The tyres still aren't firing up. I'm really concerned now.
You can push again if you want.
Yep.
Tyre temps look good.
Copy that.
Antonelli's in from the lead. New fastest lap for Lando. Set of mediums going on for Kimi. And now Hamilton sets a new fastest lap. A 1:31.2. Just fractionally quicker, look, just 500ths of a second, not even 500ths of a second, 47 thousandths of a second quicker than Lando. And Valtteri finally gets into the 132s.
Charge button on, please.
Copy.
What about tyres?
Should be okay.
All right, Mark. No need to rub it in. We are P21. Perez is nowhere, look. Look how far off he is.
Car behind is Perez.
All right, I'm going to just have to go on the assumption that these tyres will go... Well, if we put hard tyres on, they will last a bit better than the predictions are telling us, but... I'm at a loss to try and figure out if there's any way back in this Grand Prix just to make the top 20. With one of our cars, let alone both of them. Because if we continue pushing our tyres like this, we'll keep them in the temperature window, but we'll burn them out too quickly, and then we'll have to make a third stop. And then I just don't think we'll have enough pace on a 3-stop around their circuit to make that work in any kind of shape or form. This is not a nice situation to find myself in. So Antonelli in P6 on those fresh tyres, just ahead of Alonso. Alonso will have DRS, but I don't think that car is going to be quick enough to actually push. Piastri's looking very comfortable out front, 5 seconds almost clear of sights, and sets a new fastest lap, 1:31.0. Oh, that's a very wide moment for Kimi. That's cost him against Alonso. Hamilton couldn't get through, tries to go around the outside, hits the curb, but keeps it in there. And these two are going to be in a drag race now. Hamilton has to yield. He'll get DRS out of Aintree down the Wellington Straight, so he'll have another chance into Brooklands. Ocon and Verstappen are right behind as well. There they are. So Antonelli has just lost a huge amount of track time here. And here comes Hamilton. Backs out of it. Hamilton does have battery issues, we know that. Yeah, Valtteri's lapping too slow. This is crazy. These predictions it's giving us are just not making sense. I think I might go to a set of softs at the end, potentially. Just go medium, medium, soft. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know. What's the right call here? We can't get close to anybody. As soon as we hit dirty air, we start losing time. If we try and protect the tyres a little bit, they immediately, even just turning it down just to orange level push, you know, to a high push rather than a full push, then they start losing temperature. This race has not gone any way, shape or form how I thought it would.
What about tyres?
They're trying to close back up on Carlos. And again, he's losing time through Maggots and Becketts as well. If it's like this here, what's it going to be like at circuits where it's even harder to overtake? Or circuits with even more high-speed corners where downforce is absolutely critical. What Spa could be an absolute nightmare. If you can't stay close enough to get that slipstream and use the DRS effectively, then there's no chance of getting past. Let's just get this fuel saving out of the way.
It's doing lift and coast now. Copy.
So that we can potentially be a bit more aggressive. Might as
And
well.
increase lift and coast.
Copy.
If we get a safety car, then we can just be aggressive with fuel push. I should have put fuel in rather than taking fuel out. I could then probably have been able to keep to a 2-stop just by being more aggressive with braking. Not having to push the tyres to keep the temperature in them. Although I think we probably still would have had to do that with the mediums. At least the softs would have been fine. Nobody can get or stay really close enough to make an overtake. Everyone's struggling here. It's of little comfort or consequence. Look at the gap that's forming behind Isaac. Look at the train. He's still lapping quicker than we are. Did a 132.7. And they're queuing up to get past him, and we can't even get into the 132s. George sees an opportunity and just sneaks his way past Gasly. George is the one driver in this group that you would expect to be able to punch his way through. But Gasly's got the slipstream and he might punch back. Oh, no, Russell gets through. And now Gasly has George's slipstream. Hadjar's really compromised here. Just stay ahead. So George should now start to disappear off into the sunset. And everyone else is just going to have to stay there. And we still don't even see us. We just saw Lawson flashing through at the very end of that shot. Further 4 seconds back. Let's box next lap.
Okay, Cam, boxing this lap.
I may go. I may actually still come in this lap. We're at the halfway point. 26 laps done. On to lap 27. The Astri, though, is coming up to start lap 28. It's a long way A long way ahead of this battle here. Really bad lap for Hadjar. But a really bad lap for Valtteri as well. This didn't help. I think we've killed his tyres. I'm glad the board haven't requested to come to our race recently. There's the gap between our two drivers, 6.5 seconds. There is Lawson, who himself is cut adrift from the back of the pack. Bortoletto gets past Hulkenberg. Gasly is still stuck behind Hadjar. And Hulkenberg gets back past Bortoletto. Better lap for Valtteri. He's going to box on this lap. Right, and we're finally
more lift and coast.
Copy.
fuel neutral.
No leaf.
So now we'll have some spare fuel to play about with when we make our final stops after this next round that's coming up. Maybe that will help keep those soft tyres that we'll throw on a bit more in the window. Might even be lapped by, well, I'm almost certain we'll be lapped by that point as well. How far behind are we? Let's have a look. A minute. We're a minute behind the leader. Lindblad and Sonoda squabbling as they're trying to find a way past Hulkenberg. And we are coming into the pits for stop number 2 of what is going to be a 3-stop race for us.
So box now, box.
2.4, it's a better stop for Valtteri, but still not going to be quick enough.
You're in clear air.
As Piastri rounds Club onto the Hamilton straight to start lap 30.
Next car is Perez. .24 laps remaining. Safety car ending mode push.
Copy.
What? What safety car? A little bit of wishful thinking there from Mr. Slade.
Charge on.
Copy.
Yeah, stop trying to hack into the feed, safety clerk.
At the moment we are good.
Copy.
Diddly.
Another great stop. 2.7 seconds effectively. And Piastri is closing in.
Car in front is Bottas.
There's Oscar. We're likely to get blue flagged before we even complete this lap.
Push.
Copy.
He's already pulling over. Look.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
Right, let's see how fast Valtteri can go this lap. Albon's in. He's throwing on a set of mediums. He could maybe go to the end on those. Hadjar's finally in. That'll please everybody who was stuck behind him.
Yeah, a lot of progression now.
Issues for Ocon. Yeah, they're still all queued up, look. Mediums going on. And Perez has been blue flagged. Alright, Valtteri's got his tyres up to temp.
Mode push.
Copy.
There is Piastri.
Okay, in front is Bottas.
Copy.
And more energy available.
See if I can at least stay close to him. Ocon in the pits. And Franco Colapinto as well.
Tires are good.
Copy.
And now Behrman in as well. So Haas stopping both drivers on the same lap. 131.1 for Valtteri. We put some battery on him this lap, so he might go even quicker this lap. It's a purple lap.
Track last lap.
130.4.
Okay.
And we've managed to jump Behrman. We just managed to jump Behrman. All right, Lando into the pits. Decent stop. Nothing spectacular pace-wise. Hamilton and Verstappen in.
And just a reminder on your eyes.
Okay, mate.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
And charge button on. Charge button on.
Okay, copy.
Russell gets up into 8th place ahead of Hamilton. And so does Ocon just get through. So Hamilton down to 10th. He's lost a place to Ocon. Russell needs to stop still. Bortoletto, Lawson and Hulkenberg in the pits. Can we jump any of them? We can jump all three of them.
Very happy with tyre management.
Unfortunately, Perez is so far back, he can't. 130.8. Still a good lap.
Tyre temps are good. Understood.
He's not too far behind. Not quite close enough to stay in the DRS of Piastri. That might be down to downforce or lack of. Just being too slow through the corners. Hockenberg gets blue flags, and that little lift has allowed us to get a little bit closer. We've got DRS range. Just
Continue like this.
Gasly into the pits. Let's see if he's been able to overcut Hadjar here. Don't think he has. And there goes Oscar into the pits, so we're no longer lapped. So we probably better start turning the fuel down again.
Lift off needed.
It's a new fastest lap for Oscar. 1:29.7. Yeah, the pit entry is so much quicker than going around the corners on the track.
You're doing a good job on tires.
So he's gone on to some mediums. They'll take him to the end. So he's definitely on a 2-stop to the end now. Looks like everybody's 2-stopping.
1.0 now.
How many are going to join us in the 3-stop window? That's a pretty decent stop. So Valtteri's doing okay at the moment, although he's out of position because Gasly's literally only just stopped and he did not get that overcut that he wanted or needed.
Tyres. Not too bad.
Perez is not able to stay in the DRS zone. Again, dirty air, just killing us. Valtteri's actually going to jump Yuki.
Long way to
But
go.
again, we still have another stop to make. Yuki's on brand new tyres to take him to the end of the race. Set of mediums. Sainz is in from the lead. There's Piastri though, just going round Club Corner. We'll see him. There he is, whizzing through. So it wasn't much of a lead. And through goes Charles Leclerc as well. Set of hard tyres to go to the end. And a fault for Lawson.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Thank you for that in-depth analysis there, Crofty. Insights are spot on as always.
So deployed.
Copy.
And George is in. Mediums to go to the end for him. That will release Hamilton and Verstappen. Colapinto might have a chance here. It will be tight. There's Colapinto. Oh! And he gets ahead, but it might have been better if he hadn't, because he's now given up DRS to Russell. New fastest lap, was that Gasly? It was. 1:29.6.
Continue. Keep going.
Come on, Checo. Punch through, please. There's Leclerc and Antonelli are both coming in. We just don't have the pace.
Charge on.
Yep.
So hard tyres going on for Kimi. Is that mediums? No, hards for Leclerc as well. Valtteri still keeping Gasly behind. So despite the fact that Gasly's got a lot more pace than us, he has not been able to get through, which just reiterates what I've been saying about the dirty air. It's not just us that's being affected, it's everybody, but we're taking it especially bad. And we have a yellow flag. Is that one of the Haas drivers? Was that Ocon? It was.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now
think
we're
that's
watching
Farm,
Esteban
that
Ocon
corner.
here. Things were all right here. Oh, and the car locks
Big
up.
lockup.
They were just unable to do much about it.
And another yellow flag. That sounds like a collision.
Copy.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Spin.
Let's have a look at that. This one is involving Yuki Tsunoda. And then the car just goes. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be doing that.
He got going very quickly and didn't really hold up the racing bull either. Lawson was able to kind of slip through pretty much unimpeded.
The temperatures are going slightly up.
Another yellow flag. What is going on all of a sudden? Or is that just somebody running what? It's Lawson.
So let's take a look at the replay. Right, let's have a look now. Around turn 3. And there's the lockup.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
ended up
Same
their
as
own
Ocon.
passenger.
Maybe it was just a sympathetic lockup to let Tsunoda back through. I don't know. New fastest lap for Piastri, a 129.6.3. Well, that's 0.635, so fractionally quicker. That Sainz locks up.
Here's the replay.
Everyone all of a sudden
Now
is
we're
just
watching
going
Carlos Sainz
absolutely
here.
bananas.
Nothing at this point. The brakes couldn't cope. What caused that, I wonder?
I don't know, but let's add some more of it, please. New fastest lap for Hamilton,
Gasly
a 129.5. And Gasly finally gets through, but he's had to work really hard for that. Lindblad dives into the pits.
Great. Just do your best.
Just do your best. That's engineer code for, I know the car's shit, but just shut up and drive.
There's progress to be made.
And charge button
New
on,
fastest lap for
charge button
Oscar.
on.
129.4. So drivers are driving breakneck here. They're either setting, new lap records, or new fastest laps rather than lap records, or they're locking up and going off. Everyone's just going crazy. Norris now with a new fastest lap, 129.3.
What about tyres?
Gasly's just so much quicker than us. Look, he's already 2 seconds clear. Oh, and there goes the Haas of Behrman.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
There is Oscar. So Perez is definitely going to be lapped on his pit stop. Valtteri might be lapped while he's in the pits, but more likely he's probably going to get blue flagged not long after coming out of the pits. Piastri has almost a full pit stop ahead of his teammate. He's 19.5 seconds clear. This has been a dominant drive from Oscar, and he sets a new fastest lap just to further prove that point, and 129.2.
Okay, let's get on it.
And
Still
now
need to
Leclerc,
play
128.8. That's a huge jump up in pace. He's on hard tyres.
He has DRS.
And at this point, I'm genuinely not sure whether to put on a set of mediums and go full push like this on them, or put on a set of softs. Or maybe just put on a set of hards and just hammer the
We're
hards.
happy with time management.
I've still got a lap or two left in these tyres before I have to make a decision. I'm going to go with a set of softs. We'll box next lap.
Boxing this lap. Copy.
And we'll do the same with Checo.
And box now, box.
Yep, confirm.
Another yellow flag. Can we get a safety car here?
Yellow flag.
Don't think so.
Yeah, copy.
It's a spin for Lawson. He's having an eventful afternoon, isn't he?
Things look fine here. And the control's lost. And that won't do anything to help those tyres.
That's a big spin.
And while all that was happening, the crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
So we've got Perez up to 20th, briefly, which is where he needs to be. How far behind Oscar am I? He's doing 2 seconds a lap quicker than I am. Ah, there goes Bortoletto.
Snowden behind.
Yeah, minute 14. Valtteri's going to get blue flagged. He's going to get lapped while he's in the pits.
For reference, you are currently P70. Car behind is Sonoda. Sonoda 0.3.
So Lawson just dived into the pits.
That you can reduce the
So he's three stopping
at turn 1. Copy. Sonoda has DRS.
Lawson is lapped.
Sonoda right behind you.
And now he's getting hit with lots of blue flags. Because he's got Norris has just got through. Now both Williams drivers are there, and so is Leclerc. So he's going to get hit multiple times here.
Sonoda has DRS.
Come on, just stay ahead into the... Yes, there we go. Now we'll dive into the pits. So Oscar's going to go through, but we've got a nice little gap to Norris. 20 seconds, 21 seconds now. And there's another yellow flag. Very brief one, someone running wide, I think. Hulkenberg locking up.
Let's take a closer look. Nico Hulkenberg there. Nothing wrong so far. Struggling with the car. And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
2.595. That's not
You're in
good.
clear air.
2.510. Just a little delay on releasing the car
Track will
there.
be clear.
There is Norris.
The car in front of you is Nico. Car behind Perez. Car behind is Perez, 2 seconds behind. We need to do the full management on this set.
We need to go quick enough that we don't get blue flagged. If we get
Okay,
blue
we need to
flagged with
increase tire saving.
Perez, he's going to lose a ton of time.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good
You can
job.
see what happened to Lawson. He's now 11 seconds behind Perez. Stuck behind Leclerc, despite being on brand new tyres of his own. So any potential extra pace he might have is gone. He's now locked to the pace of the cars in front. It doesn't look like he can even keep up with them at the moment. I doubt I'll stay ahead of Norris, but I'd like to stay ahead before any potential other 3 stopping teams make their stops.
Mode push.
Copy.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Copy.
So we're 11 seconds behind Hulkenberg. That gap will start to come down pretty quickly while we're pushing like this. He's just been lapped as well. So this will be a slow lap for him. Gap's down to 8 seconds. Norris did a 1:29.9 last time round. I need this to be a good lap for Perez. Theoretically, he and Valtteri both have a chance of setting a purple lap here. Let's see what the splits are looking like.
Okay, copy.
It's not even a personal best for Perez. Tyres are up to temperature now, though. Yeah, Perez is just not up to pace at all. What is going on with Checo? Did a 1:31.3. It's just not quick enough. 1.1 seconds slower than Norris on that lap. Bottas did a 1:29.1, which, had it not been for Leclerc, would have been quick enough for the fastest lap. There we go, 26.2 this time round. Norris 27. But I'm going to be out of battery very soon. That's it.
Just a reminder on your eyes.
Copy.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
So the tyres will go to the end on this level of push. $129.2 for Valtteri. 129.2 for Checo. So we are closing in on the cars ahead of us. Both drivers need to gain a place if we're going to get both of them in the top 20. We are lapping 2.5 seconds quicker than Nico. But that is unsustainable. At some point, our pace is going to drop.
Very happy with your tyre use.
Not the best of the laps for Norris there, 132.2. So that's given Perez a little bit of breathing room now. He was 3 seconds quicker than Lando that lap. Can't keep pushing fuel forever though. It's a little under 2 kilos a lap here, 1.8, 1.9. So I've got about a kilo to play with. Given that we've been lapped. So Norris has closed the gap back up a little bit. 131.5 for Perez. Why is his pace so randomly fluctuating? He's now lost 1.5 seconds to Lando on that lap.
The tyre's working well now.
I think we might have to maybe get rid of Perez at the end of this season. But I don't know who we could replace him with. That's the thing. Ocon hits the pits, so he is going to have to make a 3-stop. He's so far ahead of us, it doesn't really help us in any way.
A long way to go.
And I've hit that point where I can't get close to Hulkenberg because of the dirty air. We've got the pace on him. We're 1.5 seconds a lap quicker on the last lap. This lap, our pace is going to be nowhere because of dirty air. Let's harvest some battery.
Charge on. Copy. There's 6 laps to go at the end of this one.
Yeah, copy.
I've at least managed to get one of my cars where it needs to be. I don't think there's any hope of getting the other one there without someone stopping. 12.5 second gap.
Car ahead is Nico.
I think from this point on, we have to put
Okay,
all of
let's
our
go on,
eggs
mate.
in the Valtteri,
Still everything to fight
the
for.
Valtteri basket. So if we ever have a situation where we don't have enough spare parts to keep both cars running the highest spec, Valtteri's going to have to take precedence. Because Perez has just been so up and down. Valtteri's been pretty consistent the whole time. And more often than not, he's been the driver who's finished ahead in the head-to-head between the two of them.
Car in front is Nico. Just do your best. There are 5 laps to go at the end of this one.
Copy.
Let's try and get this move done.
Okay.
See if we can break away before we get to the
Let's get
hangar
after these
straight.
cars in front.
That's assuming we get past it all.
Mode to push, please.
Copy.
Got the overspeed. It's too short a straight though.
Charge on.
Copy.
Focus, focus. There's a long race.
Mechanical fault for Hulkenberg.
Let's have a low push.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
It's what I need, though. As we dive up the insides. And still had to fight. It's still not done. Now it's done.
Good job.
So, question now is, can we pull out a second very quickly to break the DRS? 3 laps to go. I'm really hoping that that fault...
We must do lift and coast every lap, or else we...
Oh, shut up, Mark. We're fine.
Copy.
4 more laps.
3 more laps. Another 1.2 second gap. Did we manage to get it before the DRS detection? No, we didn't. Turn the tyres down now.
Just cool your tyres.
Okay.
Right, so Bottas now should be safe against Nico. And depending on how serious that fault is, there may yet be a chance for Perez. His pace has gone back up again. A 129.8 last lap. Where? His pace is so random.
What about tyres?
There's just no consistency to his pace. It's a long way. It's a big gap to close up in just, well, 2 laps now, because Piastri's crossed the line. I don't think we can do it. Even if we were 3 seconds quicker on that last lap, it's still not enough. Let's just hammer the tyres. Got to stop hammering the fuel.
And push now, push.
Copy.
And let's keep our fingers crossed that we can
Great big leap.
pull out a miracle.
Copy.
We gained 2.3 seconds. That's nowhere
There are
near
3
enough.
laps
We need
remaining,
3.5
including this
seconds.
one.
Copy.
Minimum. I don't really have much in the way of battery either. Valtteri's off down the road. He's clear. Ah, so it's not temperature, it's wear on the tyres, on the steering wheel. I thought it's temperature. It's not. Ah, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Let's have a look. Wow, Hulkenberg's tyres are dead low. Alright, I wish I hadn't figured that out, because now I know there's a cheesy way to find out, a cheeky way to find out what their tyres are like, but the whole reason I disabled it was because I didn't want to know. I have to avoid paying any attention to the steering wheel if we ride with helmet cam. Yeah, I really wish I hadn't figured that one out. Gap is 5 seconds. We took 2 seconds out of him. It isn't enough.
You're doing a good job on tires.
Okay, copy.
Use the energy.
Yeah, confirm.
There he is. He's too far ahead for us to do anything, though.
Tyres are quite hot.
Yes, copy.
They're so hot they appeared on the cover of Maxim. We're not going to do it. But Oscar will get his second win of the season.
Oscar Piastri is the winner.
Just amazing. I think that's a race that people will be talking about for years to come.
Really? No, I don't.
It's a checkered flag, mate.
Okay, and checkered flag.
There we go. 19th and 21st. One car home where it needed to be. The other one couldn't make it. So once again, despite lowering our expectations with the sponsors, we still only got one of them home in the right position. Oh dear. Troubled times ahead, it would seem. I was right that Williams just did not have the pace of McLaren today, but they still kept everyone else behind them. It's a McLaren 1-2. Williams will get on the podium. Albon just ahead of Sainz. Then it's Leclerc from Antonelli. Hamilton started and finished in 8th. Max made up a few places, finishing 9th. Russell got himself up into the final points position in 10th. But not a huge amount of movement up and down the grid for most of the drivers, I don't think. Very difficult to overtake here, it would seem.
Well, the Red Bull driver did what they could here today.
And with a 13th place finish, that sadly means there's no points to be claimed.
With such a strong performance from Piastri, there's no denying that he's earned that place on the podium today.
What an excellent way to take a second win of the season with a composed performance today.
2 Brits on the podium.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Oh, we got consistency. It's just
And here in Silverstone,
consistently slow.
the weekend now draws to a close.
Next time, the teams will be adding another year to the legend of Spa-Francorchamps. Anything can happen at the Belgian Grand Prix.
Not quite anything. We ain't going to win. So, confirmation of the final result then. It is win number 2 for Oscar this season, ahead of teammate Lando. Maximum points then, almost, for McLaren. The fastest... Oh, no, wait, there is no fastest lap point, is there? So, yeah, maximum points for McLaren, taking 43 points for home today. A fantastic result for Williams. They qualified first and second. They couldn't quite show the pace that they needed to actually win a race today, but they still got third and fourth. Massive haul of points for them. They'll come home with 27 points today and another podium trophy as well. Charles Leclerc in 5th, finished ahead of Kimi Antonelli. Alonso up 4 places to take 7th ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and Verstappen up 5 to finish in 9th. Russell up 7 places to take that final point. Good race for Hadjar in the end as well. Let's see, it was Colapinto in 11th. Gasly started and finished in 12th. Spent a long time losing time behind Hadjar, who almost got him back again at the very end there. I say up 9 places, started 21st on the back row, finished 13th in the end. Not a good day for Ocon. He finished 14th and down 9 places, unfortunately for him. Ollie Behrman had a slightly better afternoon, but didn't start very well. So 15th is the best he could do. 16th for Bortoletto. Lindblad had a poor afternoon as well. Actually qualifying in the top 10, but finishing down in 17th and a distant 17th in the end as well. Tsunoda up just 2 places. I thought he would have climbed a little bit higher. Then it's Valtteri from Hulkenberg, had a miserable race, down 7 places, and with a fault developing at the very end of the race there. Perez in 21st, and Lawson, who had a bit of a rough afternoon, in 22nd. Let's take a look then at the drivers' standings. Leclerc moves ahead of Russell once again. Those two swapping places at the top. Just 3 points between them. Leclerc on 169, Russell on 166. Max has closed the gap to George a little bit, so he is a further 24 points back in 3rd place on 142. Then it's Antonelli with 121. Oscar moves above Hamilton. He's on 114 now. Hamilton 10 points behind. Sainz with his 14 points there across race and sprint is now up to 96. Lando Norris on 84. Alonso has 65. And Alex Albon gains 22 points this weekend for finishing second in both, second in the sprint and 3rd in the Grand Prix. In fact, no, I think he won. No, he must have finished second in the sprint. 22 points. Let's see. He would have got 7 for second. He would have, 7 for second in the sprint, 15 for 3rd. So, up to 10th place. And comfortably ahead now of Pierre Gasly, who drops down to 11th. 12th place, Yuki Tsunoda has 32 points. Valtteri still only has the 18. 1 point clear of Isaac Hadjar. Then it is Nico Hulkenberg with 15. 4 points for Liam Lawson in 16th. Then we have the usual suspects, Ocon, Colapinto and Perez all on 2 points. Bortoletto on 1 point, and still no points for either Behrman or Arvid Lindblad. In the constructor standings, it is 287 points for Mercedes, 273 points for Ferrari. The gap closing by 3. 50 points for McLaren today. They leapfrog comfortably past Red Bull and take a big bite out of the teams in front of them as well. Red Bull themselves down into 4th place on 159 points. They only picked up 10, and Williams are really putting the pressure on now. They picked up 36 points this weekend, and they are on 154, just 5 points now behind Red Bull. Aston Martin have 97, Alpine on 45, Cadillac still on 20 points, thanks mainly to that podium we got from, that 4th place we got from Valtteri on the opening race weekend. Then it's Audi with 16 points, Racing Bulls have 4, Haas have 2. Now, we had a couple of decent stops. One was a 2.3. Let's see, was it good enough for some pit stop points? No. It's the answer. It was a 2.38. So we were 700 shy of actually being able to get a point. A bit of a shame there. Red Bull get the quickest stop today. Racing Bulls get 2nd and 4th. Ferrari 3rd and 6th. McLaren take 5th. 7th for Alpine. They get 10th as well. And then it's 8th for Mercedes and 9th for Williams. So a small smattering of points for some of those teams and some very big points for some others. That's what the standings look like now then. 227 points for McLaren. They still lead. The gap comes down by 15 points, but they are still 50 clear of Red Bull. Racing Bulls and Ferrari both up a place each at the expense of Mercedes. Racing Bulls have 147, Ferrari 132, Mercedes on 125. Then it's Alpine with 113. Then a bit of a gap down to Audi. They have 61 points. Aston on 56, Cadillac on 33, Haas on 24. None of those teams scoring any points today. Williams did pick up a couple of points, but they're still adrift at the bottom, but up to 16 now, 8 behind Haas. Let's take a look at our stops. They see Valtteri's best stop was at 2.46. Perez's first stop was his best at 2.38, but it wasn't good enough in the end. So, no points, unfortunately. And he did not make his top 20 requirement either. So, just Valtteri earning some cash. And he wouldn't have made it at all if we hadn't gambled him down to 20th rather than 18th. So at least we get some money, but 354,000 It's not a lot. So back at HQ, time for the post-mortem to commence. We have got our brand new side pod complete, so we can start building that. That 350,000 or so that we got, or whatever it was that Valtteri earned, is enough to pay for one side pod. Just about. Almost. I think. So it's not completely horrible, but it's not amazing. The suspension project is done as well, so we can get some more research started if we have the cash, but I don't think we do. We've got 3.3 mil in the bank. That's not too bad. And we have a purple. That's never a good sign. Oh, it's sporting regulation change. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's take a look at the post-race data. There's definitely something wrong with one of our cars. Something's broken. Let's see. Failed front wing for Valtteri. Failed side pod for Checo. Okay. We will fix the cars in a moment. Let's have a look at what's up for change. Ooh. Okay. It's looking to seriously hamper the teams at the top. They're going to lose a huge amount of wind tunnel time to the benefit of the teams at the back. Yeah. Let's vote for that. So we started this season with 92 hours. Assuming we finish in 9th, we'll actually gain 12 hours. That's mad. Yeah, that'll be nice if that goes through. We'll see how the rest of the grid votes. But that could be a huge boon for us next season. I do still expect us to be very slow next season, so that could actually help bring us up to pace a little bit better, a little bit quicker. Let's take a look at our scout report on K-Mag. Let's have a look at his marketability. It's a 60. It's not too bad. We're still waiting to hear, actually, from Pietro Fittipaldi. See if he's going to accept our offer. Ricardo. See, I'm toying with the idea of he's not good enough to get in the car. Not with braking stats at 72. Cornering at 75. Reactions aren't great either. His accuracies and his smoothness are his only really good stats. Control's decent at 79. It's just not at the level he needs to be to help move us forward as a first team driver. But marketability wise, he's a 79. If we can get him in for not too much money as an affiliate, that could be a huge boon for us. How much is he going to cost me, though? This is the question. Maybe not as much as I thought. The signing bonus is having no effect. Let's turn that off for now. 3.5 mil. If we offer him a modest signing fee, say 150k, that might get him. It's a lot just for someone who's mainly going to be doing marketability. But with a high marketability like that, I think that's higher than our drivers, and it then spares them from having to get into sponsor stuff potentially themselves. What are the marketability ratings of our drivers? Let's have a look. 78 for Valtteri, so he's one better than Valtteri. What about Checo? Checo's 86 actually. Oof. Alright, let's have a look at the car. Let's fix what we can. Have got spare side pods. The side pods are going to break on Valtteri's car after the next race at Spa. So by Spa we'll have no spares left. But we are about to start building the brand new one. It's going to give us a bit of speed. We're going to lose a little bit of medium speed. It's going to have a tiny negative effect on our dirty air and tyre wear. Why is it showing tyre wear? Should have no effect there or there. So I don't know why they're actually showing in red. They should just be greyed out like that, like DRS's. But it will give us 11% better engine cooling, which is really bad for us at the moment. So that is vital. There we go. Spare underfloor will be ready in a day. Spare suspension will be ready in a day. So they'll be available going into Spa. That's good. Yeah, look at that. Everything is now 21st on the car. That's not good at all. Suspension and side pods done. We know about those. Let's get a chassis research project started for next season. There we go. That leaves us $500,000. It's not a lot. Let's check in with the board. Are they going to be unhappy? Yes, they are disappointed for the second race in a row. We may have to upgrade our boardroom if results continue to suffer like they are at the moment. That's getting close to needing an upgrade or a refurb. An upgrade would be preferable, but I've got a lot of engine expenses coming up soon, so we might just have to refurb it. Okay, let's advance time. Spare underfloor is done. Spare side pod is done. Let's clear those emails. We're not going to find out how this boat goes until we come back from Spa. Oh, Fittipaldi has accepted the offer. Okay. 260k. Let's confirm that. I can't remember if he was to join immediately or whether that's for next season. I think that might be immediate. It was. Excellent. So that will help. Let's immediately put him onto car development. There we go. And we'll leave him on balanced on his stats. Actually, no. Let's see if we can focus on rounding him out a little bit. They're all isolated in different groups. I was looking at his smoothness and thinking we really need to improve that, and it'd be nice to improve his braking, and they're just not in the same groups. Yeah, we'll just leave him on balanced. All right, so we've signed ourselves a simulator driver. Excellent stuff. I didn't expect to hear from him so soon, actually. I thought we would have to wait till after Spa at the earliest. We are 2 days away from Spa. That is a summary of the top 6 in both drivers and constructors. And that is where we are going to end it for tonight. So, another disappointing race, another strong lack of pace, and Spa is going to be just as bad, if not worse, given that it's all flat out or high-speed corners. But we have got our new side pod into production now, so I don't think we'll have it in time for Zandvoort. Might have it in time for Valtteri for Zandvoort. Certainly want to have it in time for both of them, but we'll definitely have it on both cars by the time we go to, I'm guessing, Monza after the summer break. And then we've got some more research started. So we've signed ourselves a reserve. We've made an offer to Daniel Ricciardo as well. Some big expenses coming up in the shape of new engine, new ERS, new gearbox for Checo, and at least one of those parts needed for Valtteri as well at some point. So some very big expenses coming up. Do have to keep that in mind. But hopefully car development will start to pick up a little bit now that we've got someone else chipping in some information as well. I am very tempted to get Checo on that as well, thinking about it. Let's get him on car development. Question is, do I do that with Valtteri as well? Valtteri still seems to have... I mean, Checo is at the very end of his growth potential, but Valtteri still has the potential to gain a little bit more on his stats. So I think we'll keep Valtteri on driver development for now. But next season we might change him to working on the car. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on his growth potential, and if that drops to very low, then we'll make the switch at that point. So, interesting votes coming up as well. We'll find the result out of that after Spa. That could be very good for us next season. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the other teams vote in the majority in favour of those changes, so that we'll get more hours for testing and development next season. Because if next season goes the way this season's gone, it's going to be really hard to make any kind of progress at all. Still plenty of questions to come in the second half of the season as well, you know, in terms of the tyres. This new tyre wear model is certainly proving to be unpredictable. We had to absolutely hammer the tyres just to keep them up to temperature today, and the wear rate wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, considering we were hammering them at full push. So still need to learn more about the model. It seems that we can't really trust the predictions, the tyre wear predictions anymore. For the most part, we just have to kind of roughly plan in a strategy and play it by ear as to how the wear rate is going against the prediction. So we can't just set and forget in terms of strategy now. We have to be more dynamic, which is kind of good, but it also means it's very hard to try and plan around that until we actually know what those tyres are going to do when we put them on the car. It does kind of eliminate a good chance of making good strategic choices to try and undercut or overcut. So yeah, a very interesting first part of the season. Still a good chunk of it still to go, and I hope you'll be with me all the way through. I'll be back at the usual time tomorrow of 8 PM for round 12 as we head to Spa. If you have enjoyed tonight's stream, then a thumbs up would be appreciated. If you're not yet subscribed, then why not consider subscribing as well? Be sure to hit that bell for notifications. And until tomorrow, I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.